Hey horror fans, and welcome to the first ever R-rated horror commentary. Tonight's movie is Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. Still haunted by the past, Tommy Jarvis, who as a child killed Jason Voorhees, now wonders if the serial killer is connected to a series of brutal murders occurring in and around the scheduled halfway house where he now lives. All right, welcome Dan Donnelly.
Hello.
To the first ever R-rated horror commentary, and our movie tonight is 1985, Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, and we are all set. We're on the Paramount logo, and we're gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
One of the more obscure entries of the series, but I've grown to love it pretty good over the years.
Dude, I didn't even have to grow to love this movie. You kidding me?
No.
This is like one of the first movies. This is the movie that brought me into the franchise, man.
Oh, really?
Because I saw this movie when I was a kid. Like when I was in grade school, there was one kid in my class who always had Fango.
I love
And
that magazine.
he had like the cassettes, and he would just the VHS cassettes, and he would just bring them into class. There was like 3 of us, and we would just share them because back in those days we'd have like HBO and stuff. So
Yeah.
that was the only way to get stuff. Was like with an actual copy of it. So
Right.
this one I think was my first one. Because I was too young for the other 3.
You know, I actually think this was my first one too. Seeing it late night on like TNT, because when Friday the 13th would come, they'd play Jason Marathon, and they'd always have this one for some reason. I remember this being my first one too.
So everybody gives this movie shit for being the imposter Jason movie, but I don't think it's really nitpicky. I think this really...
It is. This scene right here, when they dig him up, is one of my favorite scenes when he rises out.
Oh my god, dude. That's such a great fucking scene. Are you kidding me? Like, it's like... it's perfect the way... I think it's perfect the way it's filmed. Even though it's like... It's funny because they bury the like they're digging the coffin up. It's like 3 inches in the ground.
Yeah.
But the only scene that can rival this is maybe the Rises from the Grave Part 6 part.
Oh, I love that.
Where he gets hit by the lightning.
Mm-hmm.
But still, this simplicity of this scene is really great.
Yeah.
But
I mean, people give this movie a lot of shit, but if you think about it, it's pretty interesting because yes, you have an imposter killer. But you also have Tommy Jarvis. He's like being haunted by Jason at the same time,
Yeah. I think they really want a piece of MacGuffin, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They killed off Jason in 5. In 4. In final chapter, right?
Yep.
And I think what happened was Mancuso Jr. was like, he greenlit this next movie, but he just kind of handed it off. So he wasn't really involved. He's like, wanted to do something different with it. And they hired somebody suggested this director, Danny Steinman.
Yeah, that's him.
He's like a porn director.
Yep.
And which I think is kind of brilliant, like almost in a way, because bring a little raw talent to the whole thing. But obviously, like my guess is that probably like Steinman, like somebody, like Steinman owed somebody a favor or something for this. Like somebody got like their dick sucked by like a porno star or something.
Yeah.
It's like the only reason I can think of they would ever hand a major movie with an established franchise to a fucking porno director.
Yep.
And apparently he was a real piece of shit to work for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a lot of the actresses were like, he was terrible. But
wow.
I don't know. I mean, that's all whatever. But no, this is great. I love the earthworms in the eyes and all that.
I know. And they keep the look the same too from the other movie.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't half-ass it or nothing.
You know about the Felds, right? The Felds was doing Goonies or something.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't do this film.
Yeah.
There's our boy.
I know, right? They put him in the grave with the mask, man.
And an ice pick and a machete.
He was well equipped.
Yeah. I think it's kind of like it's funny that he's only like an inch underground, but if you think about it, all right, I'm burying a mass murderer. Am I going to put effort into put him in the ground? And then look at the gravestone's kind of shitty too.
Yeah. It's wood. It's not even stone. I love that though. It's just so epic, man. It's like the master image of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad it's a dream sequence,
Look at this. He's framed by the damn, the bushes.
Yeah,
it's a great shot.
Exactly. That's good filmmaking, man.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's a great point of view shot of
Yep.
the Feltons or whatever. It's funny, he's in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even there. But they made it convincing.
Yeah. Yep. This shit scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. That scene where he's taking the machete out and he's walking towards
Dude, that's the thing. It's like, that's why I love this movie, is because this was my introduction to Jason. And I had visions of this fucking guy in my little, 9-year-old brain or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this guy was, following me around everywhere. It was one of those things where I was, obsessed about Jason when I was a little kid. Because it was, he was my first horror icon.
Same here. I mean, Freddy Krueger would just literally scared the shit out of me. But you could watch Jason because, for some reason, he still scared you, but you still kind of liked him,
Well, the thing about Jason is he's just sheer brutal force.
Yeah.
And then, Freddy is more intricate and
Freddy's is
eccentric,
Pure evil. Torture you.
I mean, he was creepy and stuff, but Jason was just the guy that could walk around from just around the corner and come get you,
Yeah.
I like how he's looking at Jagoff.
I never noticed that. That's great. This guy, the guy who plays Tommy Jarvis, he's actually he did a lot for this. He did a lot of research and he put a lot into this role, which shows because I think his acting in this movie is really good.
See, I have to disagree with you.
Really? I love.
I mean, how much did this guy get paid to do absolutely nothing in this movie?
What the part when he flips out and beats the shit out of that fat guy? I love.
Yeah, but that was a stunt guy.
Really?
Yeah, you'll see. He's it looks like. I mean, the dude is wearing a wig. It's the worst wig ever, man. Great opening. I love this.
Oh yeah.
Where the mask comes onto you.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. I had a thought in my head about these credits. The early credits. For their first few movies is the black and white is the duality of life and death. Which is it's very stark. Which I think is a metaphor for how brutal and I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I always just thought that was I always thought the black and white credits, the white on black, was contributed something to the fierceness of the franchise. Mm-hmm. That's probably my artist brain, but
yeah,
I always liked it. I always miss it, when I see the later movies and they stop doing it.
For me, this was when I was a kid, I was I'm getting scared. In the credits, there's only words and letters, so I was all right, I'm getting ready to watch Jason. Let me calm down. Let me, this is my getting ready moment here.
Yeah, sure. I don't know, it does something. It definitely adds something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird how, the people, they stopped realizing the effect of things like that,
Yeah.
But, it wouldn't be anything without fucking the Manfredini music behind
Hell
it.
no. That's the main problem I had with that remake. If they had Harry Manfredini's fucking music in that movie, it would have been 10 times better.
Yeah, dude. I know. And I don't know why he just took a break or something, maybe. I don't know, but
the studio's probably fucking retarded.
Yeah,
in the actual preview of the remake, they had the music in it. So
yeah, the music is so important to the flavor of these movies, Yep. So they renamed the Crystal Lake Pinehurst, I guess, or maybe Pinehurst is just a farm off of Crystal Lake or something.
This isn't. I believe this isn't even Crystal Lake. It's just another place. Because why would Tommy go to a nut house right next to where his mom and friends got killed?
I see, but I mean, I just assumed that it was adjacent to, in the same area, within.
It's probably close. I wouldn't imagine them taking him too far away from his home.
See, that's the thing, Dan, is I realized this is the first movie they move away from the lake.
Yeah. Where
the lake is not a part of really a big set piece of the Friday the 13th backdrop or whatever. This is the first one that really moves away from that. And I mean, I've seen this movie so many times that I just realized it probably a couple of viewings ago, and I was this is the departure from the lake.
Yeah.
But But I just always assumed that it was always adjacent to Crystal Lake somewhere. I mean, it has to be because that's...
Yeah, they even try to, like, because they have a scene where people are fucking right by some water. I guess they try to, have some semblance of the lake.
Right, right.
I always just assumed it wasn't at the camp or whatever.
Yeah. This actress, man, have you seen her lately?
No.
She's still smoking hot.
Really?
Somehow she's like even better looking now than she was then.
She aged like a fine wine.
She aged like a fine wine, man. And oh man, you can't say that for all the other girls in this movie.
Oh,
but she looks really, really good, man.
What is she in anything?
She's a scream queen. She's been in a whole bunch of other shitty horror movies and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
So she's still rocking it. I'm sure she does like conventions and stuff, but I don't know, maybe this movie just wasn't very flattering for her, but
yeah. Back in the day, these movies had stigmas to them, Oh,
yeah.
He's on a Friday the 13th movie, don't hire him.
Watch her in Camp Crystal Lake or Crystal Lake Memories. Mm-hmm. She's interviewed in that. She looks pretty damn good. So the guy, the camp or the guy that runs the place, the manager. That guy. Have you ever seen Indiana Jones 3?
I have, but a long time ago.
Okay, you remember when they're on the boat and like he's got the cross coronado? There's a guy, like in the very preamble of the movie, the very early part of it, there's a guy who looks like Indy, but it's not Indy. He's got the hat on. It's supposed to be the inspiration for Indiana Jones, whatever. It's this actor.
Oh, really?
Nobody ever says that in commentaries ever, but this guy is the same guy.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
that's pretty cool.
I don't know. This guy gets a fucking raw deal, man.
Yeah.
It's really too bad that later in the movie you don't actually see his death.
Yeah, he's off screener.
Yeah, he's just a...
There's a couple of those in this movie.
Whenever I watch this movie, when I see that sign that says "Help Destroy a Family Tradition," I always think about how this movie kind of destroys their tradition because it gets away from like the traditional Jason movies.
Yeah,
it's like imposter Jason.
That's a good point. that's great.
It just makes me think of that for some reason.
I wonder if they did put that up there on purpose.
Yeah, you never know. I don't know, but the director was not very insightful, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
He's no Scorsese.
No. He passed away in like 2012.
Yeah. He didn't look like a very healthy motherfucker, dude.
He was supposed to
he was doing probably hookers and blow till the day he died.
Yeah. I think he was supposed to do like, was it a House sequel or whatever? But he didn't get it after this.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this movie receives so much negative feedback from fans that it might have hurt his career a little bit, quote unquote career.
Yeah, with slasher movies, like you can't take away the main slasher and make something different. It never works.
Yeah.
Tried it in Nightmare 2. The kid trying to have the kid kill people. And then for some stupid reason they did it again, and Jason Goes to Hell. By not having Jason looking like Jason.
We're going to have a whole conversation about that piece of shit, man. But, see, my problem with Tommy Jarvis in this movie is that, I'm fine with John Shepard, and I'm sure he's a fine actor, but, man, he's just so fucking sullen all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, he has, like, 5 lines of dialogue the whole movie.
I think it kind of fits for him, because, in the last movie, his mom got killed, and he goes crazy, shaves his head, and kills Jason. So it's understandable he's mute and fucking weird and doesn't want to talk to anybody.
I kind of get it. I just wish they had leaked in a little bit more personality, just here and there. Or whatever.
Yeah, they did that in 6. I think he's definitely more talkative in 6.
Oh my god, it's like Night and Day. Mm-hmm. Becomes a fucking maniac in this part 6, but
yep.
I don't know, man. I don't hate his character, but I'm just like, the guy does literally hardly anything at all in the whole movie.
I feel like this one, he's finally like getting out and around people because he was probably in like the nut house or whatever,
Yeah, locked up or something.
Mm-hmm. I like how they threw the mask in there, from the 4th one.
The Tom Savini knot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I like that too. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. I don't know. If he had just a little bit more personality, he would have bridged the 3 movies better. The Tommy Jarvis trilogy, as they call it.
Yeah.
But
the kid kind of makes up for it, though. He's pretty extroverted.
Flamboyant.
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to be in a bunch of 80s shows back in the day.
I think
he was on, like, Different Strokes and shit.
Is he, like, a reverend now or something, I think? I remember seeing that.
No. Actually, John Shepard's, like, a born-again Christian or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He doesn't participate in Hollywood anymore, I don't think.
He's smart.
I guess he had a change of heart. I don't know.
Yeah. Here comes the motley crew.
So funny to think about how different he looks from, like, what's his name?
Corey Feldman?
Corey Feldman. Yeah.
Corey Feldman never grew, so he would never be like a better Tommy Jarvis older.
Look at this guy with his fucking Hollywood coiffed hair and shit. He's like a poor man. He's like a cross between like I don't know, like Bill Pullman and Clint Eastwood or something. Like I don't know. He just sucks. He's just
I always liked this guy growing up because he seemed like he was the only one who had sense in the whole fucking movie, like any kind of common sense.
Yeah, I mean all these characters are they're sketches of characters. You know?
Yeah,
they're like big. You know, they're like. But that's one of the things I love about this movie is that the characters are fun. They're very memorable, you know? Like, yeah, I mean, they're terrible, they're cheesy, and whatever, but...
But they play... I mean, it's on kind of like a halfway house or like a house for troubled kids, you know? They're all fucking weird. I feel like I've seen him in other movies before, but maybe just people who look like him. Oh, here comes my favorite, too.
Oh, man, Ethel is the shit. Ethel is the star of this movie, yeah. You know, I heard a interview with her, and she's like an old lady now, you know? But she's the shit. She is so, like, loves to talk to the fans, and she'll, like, say all the lines, like, oh, you dildo, and all that shit. Like, she doesn't give a fuck. She's like, she'll, you know, she totally embraced it. Apparently, like, that wig... Because they had seen her in a movie that she did with Burt Reynolds or something, and she was wearing the same wig, and they insisted that she wear the exact same wig for this movie. So yeah, she brought her own fucking costume in this fucking movie, man. It's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but no, Ethel's the shit, dude.
Hell yeah. Eat your stew, you dildo.
You know why? Because she just doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. She's like, I got a bomb on me. Yeah, she stands out, man, totally. And it's great that she still embraces the franchise and everything. And,
yep.
You know, but there's your kinky couple.
That's her last name is Voorhees. That one.
That's right. Yeah. And I think that's what actually helped her get the job or something. But
I think she was like a news anchor, or was a news anchor in her actual life.
Yeah, the girl who gets the hedge cutters through the eyes, that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So she, like, she wasn't the first choice. There was another girl. I guess there was another girl who actually got cast, and then they met this girl, and I guess the director saw the size of the girl's tits and her name and stuff, and then he's just like, you know,
Debbie Sue Voorhees?
You're in. So they replaced the original girl who got fucking cast. Because of her chest size.
Your name's Debbie Sue Voorhees, and your titties are huge?
Mm-hmm.
Hired. Get rid of the other girl.
This fucking guy.
I love this guy.
This whole, like, scene sequence or whatever.
It's so bizarre.
This really, really stuck in my head as a kid, man. And it scared the shit out of me.
Me too.
It's really the only part in this movie that has any gore in it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised because the MPAA like, really shut down a lot of the gore in this movie.
Yeah.
They let that through. And it's not really that gruesome compared to today's standards, but back then, it seared itself in my frontal lobe, man. I was like, it scared the shit out of me, you know?
Yeah, it definitely scared me too, dude.
But, he's such a dopey character, you know? It's like, what's wrong with him? Is he mentally handicapped?
I think he is. I mean, anybody walking around with a fucking chocolate bar asking people when it's chocolate bars.
I mean, obviously he's slow. I mean, there's a difference between being slow and being like mentally handicapped. You know,
probably slow.
He's got like candy bars stuck all like there's one in his front pocket.
Look, one's hanging out.
He's got like 5 candy bars on him, dude.
Oh,
Joey. Dumpy Joey. I always call him Dumpy Joey.
Dumpy Joey. Oh, he's got one in his pocket right there, too. In the other pocket.
He's probably like packing a horse cock, too. You know? Just never gets used because he's just a fucking dumbass. You know?
Yep.
It's so funny, that girl on the left, I don't remember her name, but she looks cute there, but you see her later in the movie, she's like, ooh.
Yeah, it changes night and day.
It's the lighting or something, but... So this dude here is with the guy with the cock rings on his belt. He was in... do you remember when we watched Return of the Living Dead in the backyard?
He's the punk who gets the brain. Like, the first guy to get eaten by the top.
That's right. Suicide.
Yep. Okay.
He's Suicide.
I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah, it's fucking tragic. He died not too long after this movie.
Oh, damn.
Which is weird because he looks like a fucking strapping young dude, but something happened and he passed away, but same guy. He's just like trying to let his aggressions out. It's like going his therapy is a log for him, you know?
Yeah. I was going to say, because he could just turn the log.
He's not really doing anything effective. He's not like chopping wood for the house. He's just
chopping wood, dude.
He's just letting off some steam, you know? And the guy walks up at the wrong fucking time, man.
Yep.
It's so dumb, like... Look, why is he's got the, like, studded armband and shit?
On his arm.
Is that supposed to be punk rock?
I guess.
Should give him some tattoos or something, man. Make him a little bit more edgy.
I don't know, he was kind of scary to me when I was a kid.
Oh, when you're a kid, but...
Now he's kind of dorky.
I love this, man. He's like, fuck it. He's like, fuck it. It'll feel good now.
Yeah. See, I like how they did that. When he struck with the axe, it zoomed in on the guy's face.
Yeah.
Kind of like some Sam Raimi shit.
It is, totally. Probably was inspired by it, maybe, but... I don't know, man. I always just wondered, like, if I was gonna, like, muse myself, like, wondering, like, what the character's motivation was. Is like, so the guy is obviously seriously disturbed, like, homicidal tendencies, and he shows up at this fucking halfway house
with a bunch of crazy people.
And the fucking guy, fucking imposter Indiana Jones or whatever, the guy who runs the place, like, he's just gonna let the guy wield an axe, like, willy-nilly, do whatever you want. There's no rules around this place at all. Well, look what happened, you jackass.
Yeah.
That's going to be a serious mark on your fucking...
he was probably like, oh, I give him, if he's chopping wood, he's taking out his anger. I didn't think that he might chop someone with it.
They should be hiding all the utensils around this place, man. Are you kidding me? It's a butter knife. That's it.
Now that I think about it, he's the most useless cop ever. He just shows up and talks, and he doesn't, like, solve anything.
Yeah, he's a fucking shitty character, dude. I'm telling you, that fucking quaff is all he's got going for him. Full head of hair, man.
There's our Suedo Jason.
That's the shot that fucking haunted me, man. The arm piled up on top and shit.
I like how they just put it on top of his body.
He's just blowing bubble gum. He's like,
I know, right?
Just another day at work, yeah. Mm-hmm. Fucking Roy, man. So, dude, my beef with Roy is that, like, so they're like, oh, we need to have an imposter Jason.
Yeah.
They cast this fucking chowderhead
looking
motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
They said in the commentary, or I think in the documentary, that they wanted to cast a guy that was menacing.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything menacing about this fucking guy at all, dude? He looks like the
dork.
Uncle Molester, dude.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like somebody who fucking snap, or whatever.
Have you seen what Tom Morgan actually looks like? He probably could have worked as it.
Yeah.
He looked kind of
absolutely
creepy. Random Italian guys.
Yeah. Fucking West Side Story motherfuckers. Yeah. On their way to pick up some Vaseline.
I think I saw him in something else, and he played like the same type of character, like an Italian dope.
Yeah, you can't think too much about it, man.
Nope.
These guys are just, I don't know.
They're just cannon fodder. That's it.
Exactly. They try to give him some kind of character. Like, what if we make them greasers and throw them in a car?
At least they did that.
Yeah, this movie has the most kills in the whole franchise. I think
Really?
20.
Hmm.
So you're gonna see a lot of shitty kills, man. But the problem is that the MPAA
Butcher it. Yep.
they butcher the shit out of it. They cut out all the good shit, man.
Which pisses me off because you see shit like Walking Dead and stuff, and it's why is this on TV? Why did you do this to fucking Jason movies?
I think it's different though because like they really want to market this shit to like 14-year-olds or something. And
oh yeah, because that's when most people who watch these movies like when we were kids and stuff.
Yeah, they're just trying to make money. So at this point I think Hollywood really kind of became aware of like the line between R-rated and X-rated, or they try to create one. So they really cut back on the gore. Everybody talks about 1 and 4 because like Tom Savini did those ones, and like there's tons of gore, and they never cut really a lot of that stuff out. I mean, not to the point to where it was like boring,
Yeah.
I mean, they did cut some of it, but they didn't cut it to the point where it's boring. But yeah, I mean, these aren't movies that are like Saw movies or whatever. There's something about the whole ambience of the setting too that makes it fun. It's not just about the kills,
Yep, exactly.
So I find it to be kind of forgivable, if it doesn't really work out. But it's so funny to watch this now. It's like that head is just such a like
fake
latex head.
I love it though. I love those old effects, man.
Especially on a Blu-ray, it's high def.
Like, I don't get when people go to take pisses in horror movies. Why do you walk so far out to take a piss?
Yeah, right. Most people just walk to the nearest shrub.
Mm-hmm. And he's scatting. He's scatting it up.
Skiddly bop, cha cha cha.
Yeah.
I think what it makes it kind of gay is the hat.
Yeah.
If it's just a jacket, I don't think.
Isn't that kind of like a Michael Jackson hat? Almost, maybe.
I don't know. That was like the quintessential '80s gay club hat. Like, but it's just a throwback from like the old '50s era gangster thing. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it wasn't intended to be gay overtones. Yeah, it just comes off gay. But see, there would have been blood gushing everywhere, dude, and that's how it should have been. But they had to tone it down or something.
Yeah. See, these are my favorite parts of the movie when he's freaking out and he's like
going through his psychosis,
getting haunted by Jason and stuff. Jason looks so fucking cool.
I will admit this scene is real good because
this is the scene where he sees him in the mirror.
I could actually relate to Tommy Jarvis because I had a lot of moments like this as a kid where I was just like haunted by Jason. I was like scared and shit.
Yeah.
See, my mom, she worked a lot of nights, so I had to be at home alone with my sister. Who like didn't give a shit, like So I spent a lot of time alone in the dark at night. I was just like scared, like you look into an empty room and it's all dark, and you just imagine like the fucking hockey mask come out of it.
Favorite scene in the movie? Yeah,
that is good. But he's just like so posed up.
Yeah, but he looks awesome. You even see that they do red lighting on him too.
Yeah.
I love how they do that shit.
That's Friday Forward.
Yep.
Right?
They keep the ghost Jason, the look of how he looked in the last movie.
That was smart.
Appreciated.
That was smart, yeah. They definitely had concepts here that,
They tried in this movie,
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't he get killed off screen, too?
Poor old Grandpa. Yeah. Grandpa Demon.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think it's... He's just... so it's... Grandpa Demon. He seems like he'd be a cool grandpa, though.
Yeah. Reggie the Reckless.
Poor Reggie got the shaft in life. Like, his parents don't want his ass.
I know.
That's why Demon turned out the way he did. Fucking cruising in a van down by the fucking Crystal Lake.
He's got to spend his life around nuts.
Everybody talks about that Popeye up in the corner. You ever notice that?
No, that's my first time.
Popeye awesome. Cookie jar. It's like, how did I get stuck with a kid? See, See, she kind of looks cute here,
Yeah,
you
she
know?
looks
Like,
pretty.
she's no, like, 10, but she's cute. But she looks horrible later. Watching the movie.
I got this is amazing stuttering.
Oh, my God. I want to make love to you. So this awkward shit. You know what would have been great, dude? Is if they he was just talk normal the whole movie, but that one moment.
Yeah, he gets
one moment. He's like, I want to make love. Just that one moment.
Yeah.
Would have had more impacts.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a goober, though. He always reminds me of somebody that would have been more like in a fucking Revenge of the Nerds movie or something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like Booger's brother or something. Nerds.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like him and that chick are like palling around the whole time, so no wonder he's got the idea. Apparently, like they've been in this place for a while.
Yeah.
So they know each other and shit.
I guess it's like they're trying to give them like a normalish kind of environment, instead of being in like a shitty facility.
But yeah, that's what a halfway house is. It's just like they're supposed to reintroduce you to the people, normal people, society, and they give you a sense of like what it's like to live day-to-day life, whatever.
Is this scene where he beats the shit out of this guy? Is that Is he a stunt? Is it the stunt double? I don't think it's the stunt double. I always like that scene.
That's a good question. I'm sure there's an answer to it. Who's in the mask? Whatever. Like when he there must be a stunt guy.
Well, I mean Tommy.
You mean Tommy?
That Tommy was like a stunt double when he was doing karate and shit.
I don't know the answer to that either, but I guess we're going to find out.
It's
such a close-up shot that I think it's actually him.
He just beats the shit out of him.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, that was a fucking stupid thing to do to a guy who, like, lived through a double homicide or whatever.
Yep.
And he's, like, punching him in the shoulder, dude. I mean, that would be enough to trigger my ass, too, man.
Hell yeah.
See, that's a stunt, dude. That was a stunt guy, because they hit his face, but... I like how he just snaps out of it.
Mm-hmm. Motherfucker, I killed Jason. I shot him in the fucking face with a machete.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to fuck with a guy who killed Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Nice.
Up in the itty-bitty pieces, my friend.
Oh, shit, I gotta pee.
All right.
Hold it down.
I'll hold it down. Yeah! This guy's so fucking stupid, too. There it is, you big dildo. Best damn stew, ma. They make everybody in this movie crazy, not just the people in the crazy house. Literally everybody's crazy. And here comes a random ass drifter guy. AKA more cannon fodder for Suedo Jason. Clean all the shit out of the chicken coop. I guess they're trying to make you think that this guy could be the killer. That's one thing they did a lot in this movie. They had these characters implanted to make you try to think that maybe this guy's the killer.
I really think they made it. They deliberately tried to make you think it was possibly Tommy.
Yeah.
Because like Tommy gives you that look at the end of 4.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, this motherfucker's going to become a homicidal maniac or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they want to make you think that Tommy is the guy, maybe.
Yep.
But the way he like holds his like little buck knife and is looking at shit, like,
Mm-hmm.
But no, for sure, man. Like, it's a whodunit kind of in a way. Fucking Roy, fuck you, you dumbass.
Roy and Officer Useless, Sheriff Useless,
Officer Doofy. I do like that one scene though where he's sitting at the desk and the mayor's like trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. He's like, I want a suspect. He's like, it's Jason.
Here's your Jason Voorhees. And he puts the ashes in his
and he throws the ashtray.
Shit, sheriff.
Well, they're a bunch of podunks or whatever, you know? Sorry.
Yep. Oh, here I love this part.
You know, this scene was written. The scene was written for part 4, and they cut it and they just stuck it in this movie.
Oh, really?
For more kills, yeah.
Oh,
I guess
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Is she hot?
No, not to me.
She's got a nice facial problem, man. I mean, she's cute. She's not. She's a little. I don't know.
She's like, not bad.
You know, a couple beers, whatever.
Maybe that's why I think she's not bad.
Yeah, right. But he's definitely not.
That guy's a fucking goober, yeah.
Look at the guy, man. Fucking mustachioed guy.
I love it.
Hey, he knows how to have a good time. And maybe his personality wins her over.
I know it's just a dynamite, but it's like, you know, they got red light on them now, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It seems like it's a little bit of a trend when people are about to die.
Yeah, maybe. I hadn't thought of that, but... In what world does the... Oh, there we go.
Those are nice.
Those are first boobies in this one.
Yep.
He's all tweaked. He's all tweaked up, man. He's got the Budweiser on the dashboard.
Yeah, is that a Budweiser?
Yeah, it's an old school Budweiser can, man. The old pull tabs and shit. But in what world does the fucking waitress close the whole place down? I guess maybe in a small town.
This place is definitely bumfuck middle of nowhere.
There ain't no manager of that place, for sure.
Hell no.
Fucking cokehead.
Yeah, that's why she's with him. He's trying to get that line of coke.
Look at his butthole chin, dude.
He fits the role perfectly, though.
Yeah, no, I like the guy. I have no problems with any of this, really. I mean, it's a pointless scene. It's just extra kills, but
yeah,
they're not integral to the story at all. But
no.
I guess Jason wanted a burger, and he's like wandered out. So let me take a break, and he's like, oh, there's some people here. I'll kill these fuckers too. You know?
She's closing up. She's gonna die. I want my burger. She looks good in this light. Like, for some reason, the lighting in the mirrors, she looks different.
I guess this place is gone. This diner didn't make it.
Really?
It's gone, yeah. But the original diner from part 1's still there. It's somewhere around here, man.
Yeah,
we should go there sometime.
I went to it with my girlfriend. It's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. If you ever want to go back and you're going to go, let me know.
Hell yeah. I went and saw some of the sights from the first movie, too.
Yeah, it's too bad that you can't get into Camp Bob My Nobsco.
Nabascopsco or something.
Nobby Bosco.
They do like tours every now and then.
Yeah, but you have to buy tickets and they're outrageously expensive.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Look at hairy ass arm. Fucking Guido.
Look how big his ears. Holy shit.
The guy's just trying to be cool. It's like,
no.
He's like, at some point, probably in his teens, he realized he had to have the drugs to get the ladies. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wham!
Bam! That was a great shot.
I love that.
Right in the fucking bald spot, dude. Mm-hmm. Why are there fucking cooking utensils on the floor? That's a violation, dude.
No fucks given.
I do like the red lighting, though.
Yeah, me too. I always love when they do stuff like that in movies. I don't know if it was intentional because the diner lighting is red.
I'm sure it was like a lighting effect. I don't think there was a sign or anything, but...
Yeah. What a dumbass.
I like how she's like grabbing the coke off the floorboard of the car. She's like, I'm gonna give me some...
She didn't think to look to her left to notice the doors opening. You know what, though? She tried.
Yeah.
For the role she's given.
Yeah, whatever. And...
Ooh, cocaine! On the floor in a mess. I'm going to snort it.
That should have been your first indication that something was wrong, sweetheart. Mm-hmm. It's like, no fucking cokehead's going to leave his shit on the floorboard of his fucking car.
He's not going to abuse his drugs like that.
You put it on the dashboard, probably. Fucking double-bladed axe, man.
Hell yeah. About to get it in the gut.
Oh, man. Whack. Boom. Ouchie. Don't you think she would? I mean, if I was a director, I would have been like, scream like a motherfucker when this happens. She just goes like, oh, it doubles over.
She's not the brightest of crayons in the crayon box, though.
Yeah, but I mean, even your basic instinct would be like to shriek in horror.
Yeah. Here comes some more Jason haunting.
He's lost in thought, man. I do like that shot, though. Mm-hmm. This is another shot that haunted me, man.
Yeah.
The down shot of Jason in the chicken yard or whatever.
Just fucking staring at you.
Yeah, dude, that scared me. Because that's the kind of shit that would, like, I would constantly be, like, reliving in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't see it, but you would think, when you see certain times in your life when you're a kid, you're like, you worried that you might see it, so it would cause you a lot of anxiety and stuff.
Yeah. That's one of the things I like the most about this movie, these little haunting scenes.
Mm-hmm. They could have stuck another one or two in there.
Yeah.
And a couple extra in there, but
they really made Jason look good, though.
They did. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Fucking Sheriff Useless.
He's got a tie clip, so he means business.
Hell yeah, he's serious.
He's an official. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like fucking jag off.
Yeah.
It's like the laziest police department ever, dude. Yeah, look at the guy in the background.
Is he sleeping?
Yeah, he's probably hungover from the night before. Mm-hmm. You would think, if you're the fucking sheriff of this fucking little police department or whatever, and your fucking staff is sitting around sleeping in front of the mayor, you'd be fucking pissed off about it. Yeah. You're like, look alive, motherfuckers. Like, the mayor's coming by. Or whatever, you know.
Besides the fact that there's someone offing people, I guess I don't really care that much.
Like, look like you're at least like typing a piece, typing a fucking report or something.
Yeah, like, wake up, do something.
Make me look bad. God damn. Mm-hmm. Your ass is on the line.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
And he does absolutely nothing in this whole movie.
That's the most he did right there.
I know, right? He got motivated for like 1 second.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's interesting how fashions come back. Like her jeans are really high up. That's kind of
yeah. The hipsters, man. I love that shirt though, dude.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but I just think that shirt is fucking just glorious.
It is
so 80s, man. I probably even had a shirt like that for a little while.
He's got the sleeves rolled up too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that was definitely 80s. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised it's not popping the collar right now, dude.
Yeah. Time to go fornicate.
Gonna go fornicate in the woods, man. Gonna break the cardinal rule. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is definitely a
babe in the woods.
A specimen of a lady.
Yeah.
I can understand why I wanted this girl in the movie, but anyway, her acting's not bad or anything. She doesn't really have to do a whole lot.
No, just fornicate and giggle and die.
This guy was talking about the actor, talking about how like awkward this shit kind of got because they were having a good time, but it was like a bunch of fucking people standing around watching them naked and shit. It's like, if you think about if you're in that situation, even if you weren't really doing anything, especially as a guy, you can like totally pop a giant boner in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah, I know.
It's like, oh man, don't make eye contact. Whatever you do, don't make eye contact with me.
Yeah, it would be hard not to get chub from her.
You ever fucked a chick high?
No.
Yeah. I think I did maybe in college, and it's just really weird, man.
I think I remember you telling me about it, actually.
It's a really weird, it's just a weird thing, but not bad. This guy is fucking scumbag.
Creeper. Yeah, we were
Peeper.
Trying to make you think
Peeping Tom.
He might be the killer.
That's right, yeah. They're always shifting it around from person to person.
And it didn't take them long to get ready and do it,
Well, they're young. They're young, man. I like how they always just fall over.
Yeah.
There's no agony.
Instant death.
Yeah, instant death, man. If you got it in the gut, your brain would be functioning for quite a while.
Yeah, adrenaline would have you going for a little bit.
But yeah, so this scene here, like, Simon shot like really long sex scene.
Really?
Really graphic long sex scene.
Oh.
And they cut it. I mean, they cut out like 80% of it or something.
Is there a deleted scene?
They basically put it in the beginning and the end.
Oh, wow.
And all the rest was cut out. And yeah, he was all bummed out about it or something. But the editor of the film actually had a bunch of credentials. Like, he worked on like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Star Wars and shit. Mm-hmm. He was Steven Spielberg's editor or something. And he was not into it. But I guess the studio was just like, no, it's just too graphic or whatever. So they dialed it back. But
you expect that from a porn director.
I know. I mean, I think a lot of the cut scenes got destroyed, man. They're not on like any Blu-rays or anything anywhere.
That's gonna suck.
You want to see a good Friday the 13th ripoff? Mm-hmm. Watch The Burning.
The Burning?
The Burning, man. It's got Costanza from fucking Seinfeld in it.
Can't stand ya.
Can't stand ya. That's a good one, man. It's actually not bad. Mm-hmm. It's a camp sort of movie too, but as far as a knockoff goes, it's actually not a bad one to add to your list of must sees from this era.
Duly noted.
Yeah. How far away did he hike from that chick to like not hear her like screaming in agony?
I gotta go wash up. He doesn't look wet.
He's like, oh, I fucked her so hard she knocked out.
I'm just gonna take a nap here in the middle of the woods naked.
See, again, reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think you would have been like more engaged with her? Maybe like screaming and like, oh my god, are you okay?
Now that you mention that, there's not a lot of screaming between the victims who die.
I know. I don't know why. It's a fucking slasher movie.
This kill kind of like, I think that would snap. I don't think that would really do that to him. But it's still interesting and different.
Well, funny you mentioned this kill, because this is like one of the Friday the 13th kills that really sticks in my brain, because I don't know why, but it really imprinted on me when I was a kid when I saw this.
Yeah, because it's something you'd never, like, what do you do? Holy shit,
Yeah, it just, your eyes are so sensitive and whatever. And it's just such a, I always assumed that it just went all the way through his face and his skull and like just like decapitated the top third of his head or something.
I wonder if they showed that but had to cut it out or something.
Probably, but that's probably one of my top 5 kills of the series for sure. Because it is pretty unique, it's different, but fucking sullen ass Tommy Jarvis.
Yep. Yeah, let's get him out of here and let's leave and let everybody get murdered.
Time for some people to die.
Yep, it's murder time.
I like how it's really cool how like Reggie's always like very upbeat.
Yeah, I always liked his character because everybody's all.
It's almost like he's comic relief, but not really. He's not funny, but it gives you a little bit of like relief from the constant.
Yeah, because it's all like troubling people and people getting murdered. Yep.
Oh man, his scream. We'll bring it up later. I'll talk about it later when we get there. But
yeah, I was saving that.
Yeah. We'll bring it up later.
Mm-hmm. And the part of the movie where the main characters leave everyone to die.
Yeah. Nobody has any idea what's going on yet.
He's the worst counselor person ever.
Oh, man. He's so negligent in his duties, man. He's too easy breezy, man.
Yeah.
He needs to assume some responsibility here. They're like going to walk off and go play Scrabble. He's like, I'm just collecting a government paycheck, damn it.
Yeah.
It's a side gig for me.
We get the scary music going to see Demon.
Demon's probably one of the best things of this movie, man. I don't know why, but I love that dude.
Enchiladas.
Rocking out in that fucking van and shit.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I like that guy.
Yeah, he was in Return of the Living Dead 2.
Yep.
Return of the Living Dead, not part 2, but 2, as in he was also in it.
You ever watch the show Tour of Duty, the Vietnam War show?
I remember that.
He's a star of that. He's pretty good.
Really? Yeah. The guy, if you look at his IMDb, the dude has a huge... He's got a Foot Locker long list of fucking shit he's done, dude. He's still working, I think.
Yeah. I read somewhere that he like hates his part in this. I don't know why people hate that they were in Friday the 13th movies. That always pisses me off. Embrace it, you know?
I think back in the day they were embarrassed by this because it wasn't really the cult. It didn't have the cult following that it does now.
Yeah.
And I think they were just like, you know,
this
is just something I have to do to get to the next one, and they don't really want to be known for it. Mm-hmm. Probably a lot like this podcast right now, but no, but like he was in Return of the Living Dead and stuff, and also, I mean, his presence was so great in that movie too. And the dude is just a fucking movie star. It's too bad that he didn't really kind of rise up and do better things, you know? Yeah, because he's got like charisma. You know, he's great on the screen.
I feel like you kind of get a stigma from being in his movies. Like the actors get stigmas. Like no one wants to hire him.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
Horror movie got disrespected a lot, I think.
But I think nowadays, though, since like it's all me and you type of people are making movies now that people like.
Yeah. I mean, horror it's one of those things. It's like a dirty. It's considered to be less than other subgenres, but I don't know why. I mean, being afraid and having fun is just as valid as any other emotions that you might have, and
exactly,
it has its place,
Yep.
So it's too bad. It's really too bad. But
it is.
Yeah. So I think when he was doing Return of the Living Dead, he was like living in his car.
Oh wow!
And when he literally was living in his car when he did that movie. Mm-hmm. So I think maybe by this movie, I'd like to think that maybe he at least got an apartment. Like maybe it's just starting to do good. I do love it. Like I used to think of him as his name's Jim in this movie, but I used to think of him as like before I really cared to learn the names, I always thought of him as Enchilada. was my name for him.
Those damn enchiladas! I was so happy to see this fucking dumbass get the shit beat out.
Oh my god. Another larger-than-life character.
Yeah.
We doing something.
I'm about to open up that can. Like I was saying when you're in the bathroom, it's funny, like almost everybody in this movie is crazy, even the people who don't, aren't at the crazy house.
Yeah.
Like this fucker and his mom.
Yeah, it's funny. They're crazier than people.
Yeah, they're crazier than the people who are supposed to be crazy.
Dirty ass teeth and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can tell now that is a stunt double. Look at that. I always liked that.
Yeah.
Tommy knew karate and shit.
See the guy that he's wearing a fucking wig, dude. Look at that guy.
Yeah. You ruined it for me. He did beat the shit out of him though.
Yeah. He went fucking full on Mortal Kombat in this guy.
Yeah.
Like fucking Chuck Norris and shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
God damn it, Tommy. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, motherfucker.
I like that, man. I like it just flips out and shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I think it is that bothers me about it, dude, is I wish there was more dialogue. A little bit more dialogue. It doesn't need to be silent through the whole fucking movie.
That is a good point. I never thought about it.
I mean, you think about Tommy Jarvis in Part 4. He's a really inventive, smart kid. So you think those traits would carry over, and he would have things to say or something,
I always figured it though, this point in time in his life, he's processing all that shit that happened in the fourth one,
Yeah.
And in the next one, he's kind of, he's charismatic. He's back to, talking and.
It's not unforgivable, dude. It's not unforgivable. Look at that! Look at that run, dude. He's wearing the fucking Eddie Murphy leathers and shit. Yeah. It's like when everybody wanted to dress like Michael Jackson back in the day, dude.
Yeah.
Everything had to be all leather. Mm-hmm. And zippers and chains and...
Yep.
I remember those days, walking around seeing people wearing like a Beat It jacket and shit. Real bold motherfucker be wearing like a sequin glove and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had a fucking mustache.
Mm-hmm. That was a little bit before my days.
She's cute, right?
Yeah.
I think that girl's kind of cute.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Although I will say I wouldn't want a girl fucking with me when I'm trying to shit. It's
I
like,
know.
You know, I mean, like, come on, like, give a guy his fucking space. You know?
Yeah.
Let him drop a deuce in peace. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, yeah. All of a sudden you like fucking clinch up because like you don't want her to smell what's coming out of you. Toxic.
At that point, I wouldn't care. You're messing with me while I'm taking a shit. All, it's on.
Yeah, it's like fucking ground zero, man. Whatever you do, don't breathe in right now.
Let's sing now.
Oh yeah, the Ooh Baby. This is also a very memorable scene in the movie, I think.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Ooh Baby song, like fucking, that's good shit, man.
That fucking Jerry curl.
I wonder if they just improvised that. You know,
they may have.
I mean, I can't imagine that was in the script.
I can imagine the director really knowing such a song or caring.
Not gonna wipe your ass, dude. Come on.
Maybe did they wipe their ass in the 80s?
Nobody ever wipes their butt in a horror movie. They're a neck pulse.
I know. I'm just gonna hide in the unhideable.
Dude, he's such a giant pussy. Demon's just a fucking giant pussy, man.
You see that fucking thing come through the wall?
Mm.
I would have tried to grab it or something.
Oh, dude.
Or just ran out. Why would you try to do is fucking run out?
Dude, ponder this. Can you imagine trying to stick like a crowbar through corrugated metal?
Oh, I know, right? It would take at least a couple strikes to get it.
Yeah, and it's like...
Unless it was actually Jason. But this isn't actually Jason.
Exactly.
It's a dude.
That's a very important detail, man.
And to stick it through a person. Bones and whatever else.
Oh, man, you'd have to have like a hydraulic press to be able to fucking do that shit, man. It's like foam core, you know? It's not realistic enough for me, man. The hell?
Yeah, this fake Jason has too many like real Jason powers. I always thought in this movie.
He must have been on steroids or something.
Yeah, maybe he took some PCP or something before he started killing people.
Some PCP. Yeah, it's very possible. I'm sure he has access to drugs.
I like the chick Violet. I like her like makeup and her hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's
different,
cute,
but it's not too.
Oh, you mean the goth chick?
Yeah.
No, I like that too, man. I've always been attracted to like strange chicks like that, you know.
Yeah.
But she's another one that didn't age well, dude.
Yeah.
I looked up a picture of her the other day.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like that corpse from like Return of the Living Dead, where it's on the table.
Oh
with the red
God.
hair.
Yeah.
And she looks bad. She looks fucking terrible now, man. And she looks like warmed over death.
That's sad. Very, very sad.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna leave all the kids again.
But apparently, though, she as far as the music goes in that scene that she has at the end, like she picked all that out and stuff.
Oh, really? That's cool if they let them do that.
Yeah.
Doing that robot dance and shit.
That's right.
Look at this fucking idiot.
This guy's more like mentally handicapped than
everybody there.
Than Dumpy Joey.
Yeah. You chop him up. And I wonder if you had to improvise those lines.
This Ethel is probably fucking relieved when she gets murdered because she's just like, I can't handle any more of this shit.
Yeah.
Being fucking saddled with this fucking dumbass your whole life.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's like, serenity now.
Serenity now. Serenity now. Chop him.
She's like, this isn't what life is supposed to be like.
Yeah. He looks like he took a fucking bath in a year.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they both smell like butthole.
Yeah.
Whoosh.
Like it's a meat cleaver.
That actor still has that head.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Did you get to watch the Crystal Lake Memories, man? It's really good.
I watched it. I just have to watch it.
It's like 6 hours long or something.
I definitely watched. I watched the Nightmare on Elm Street one too.
Oh yeah, that's great too, man.
Yep. They make them do all like their impersonations of their lines and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. This chick was like a stage actor or something, you know? Boom.
I like squeezing the tomato.
Yeah. It's kind of like, well, we don't get any gore, but I guess that kind of accents it a little bit.
That's a great little thing to add, I think.
Yeah.
That's the thing I always like about like these low budget horror movies. They had to like be intuitive, ingenuitive, or whatever. You know.
This doesn't look like she's driving anything.
I know.
You don't see the steering wheel.
Her hands aren't anywhere but down. That's probably what they edited it, like her stationary.
Like you'd think you'd see like the top of her knuckles or something.
Yeah. Oh, the car stopped. Oh no. Nobody does maintenance in fucking Jason movies.
Nope. That's awfully fucking convenient.
Yeah.
Well, but it's an old truck, so it makes sense, right?
Yeah. Guess I'll just mosey on back there now. All right. It's so bright at nighttime in these movies too.
Oh yeah, that's so.
They have to do that though. You know, you won't be able to see shit if it's in lighting.
Yeah, you know, it's funny if you watch a lot of like. I always think this is Chuck Heston, but side note, but
yeah,
they have to do that because if you watch some like really low budget slashers from this time era, they have night scenes are dark as fuck, where like all you hear is dialogue. You might as well be watching like a black screen or something.
Yeah.
So this is a scene I was talking about where she just looks horrible.
You know what I think it is? I think they changed her hair. Her hair looks different. She looks completely different.
Bad 80s hair, man.
Oh yeah. Too much fucking hairspray.
So this fucking jagoff, dude. Like, if you were gonna go try to get in first base with a girl you've been hanging with for a while, would your first line be like, I want to make love to you in a creepy way with a stutter? Or would you just maybe like
put my arm around her and try it, you know?
Yeah. Or just slide your hand on her knee maybe a little bit or something more subtle.
Test the waters non-verbally.
Yeah. I mean, you have to give the guy some credit because it took some balls to fucking say that. To say that to a chick, I don't think I've ever said, I want to make love to you to a girl that I've never fucked before, you know? No. But it's like, he goes in for the fucking jugular, dude. And you have to admit, I have to give him some credit. I would buy him a beer because he like took a big risk.
Oh yeah, he definitely deserves a beer for sure.
Yeah. But it blew up in his face and it didn't work out. he just should have. The damage control was way out of whack, dude. He just fucking went off the handle. Yeah. Talking about not reading the room, man.
A couple fucking beers or something to loosen her up.
I know, right? Well, no alcohol on the premises, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, they did have marijuana.
Can have axes and shit. Oh yeah, that's right. They probably snuck it in or something. Make love. And she just fucking laughs.
She probably would have been like, if he'd just been like, I want to fuck you. She probably would have been like, all right.
Yeah.
But because he just fucking delivered it in such a fucking dorky way.
Yep, she's laughing at him, see?
I didn't mean it.
His fucking nostrils flared up.
See, that's when you lose all your credibility as a man, and when you don't back yourself up like that, man.
Friend zoned.
She doesn't feel bad.
No.
Actually, I think there's a moment a little bit later where she does feel bad for like a half a second, but
yeah,
she doesn't give a shit enough to apologize or anything.
Dude, he's total friend zone.
Oh, he's a friend zone motherfucker all the way, dude. Are you kidding me? Look at him. He's like, he looks like a chick.
Oh,
he's so soft.
Yeah.
He should like grow a goatee out or something.
He just needs more experience. That's all. It's hard when you got a stutter, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, can I score with the goth chick?
I guess they're supposed to be friends. Some friend though. She don't give a shit.
I know.
She's in her own world. I need to talk to you.
Is that Madonna? Look at Madonna.
Madonna and Annie Lennox.
Fucking Madonna.
Obviously, she's been fucking shacked up in this place for a while. She's got like purple wall.
He should have just went in there and started dancing with her.
Yeah.
Oh, too late.
It should have been like, walked over to her and been like, I want to make love to you.
Yeah, you're right.
Somebody's going to say yes eventually.
Dude, he didn't scream.
Yeah.
You're ruining this movie for me.
I'm telling you, dude.
I never thought about that once.
I've watched this movie too many times this month. But like,
nobody screamed in this fucking movie except Reggie.
I don't know why. It's a fucking horror movie. And if you're not going to give us the gore, give us the fucking horror of the screams at least.
Could you imagine scream?
Holy shit! Holy shit!
He probably has a better chance of scoring with her than he did. The other guy did.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because like that blonde chick, what's her name? I can't remember.
I don't fucking remember.
The other counselor or whatever, the blondie.
Yeah.
Like she just goes along with it. Like she's really chummy with that little black kid, man. Like when he tells like Demon that he's like banging her, she didn't say, whoa, hang on.
I know.
She just smiles.
Oh, you're so cute. Oh, he's such a cutie.
I love how like it's a fucking monsoon outside.
I know, right?
Have you ever seen rain that hard if it wasn't like in Florida during a hurricane?
No.
Look at that shit.
We got breasts of all sizes in this movie.
I like those little boobies, man.
She's more butt than breasts, though.
I like the little boobs. Nothing wrong with that.
Big or small, I love them all.
That's a good motto.
Mm-hmm.
See, look at the window there. It's like it's like a garden hose coming down that
Pretty
shit.
much. You have to have the obligatory fucking...
The obligatory fucking rainstorm.
Yep.
When shit's about to hit the fan.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pull the covers up over the boobs, please.
No, we need to see those...
Dude, that's the first shit that girls cover
nipples. Up. Yeah, I know.
That's the first shit they cover up when they get a chance, man.
Yeah. Director's like, no, must have nipples.
Oh, shit. That could have been a little bit more.
Yeah, that was such
something.
A clean slice. Like
yeah. It looks like you get sliced and not meat cleavered, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a nice little part one throwback there.
Yep.
From underneath the underside of the bed.
Looks like she just fell asleep.
Oh, yeah.
I like
this
this
little gothy chick, man. Yeah, the David Bowie ripoff song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like this song too, dude. I listen to it. I actually just listen to it sometimes.
Yeah, me too. I look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a catchy tune, dude.
Yeah. It's called Pseudo Echo, His Eyes.
Pseudo Echo, yeah.
Pseudo Echo? Is that how you say it?
Pseudo Echo.
That blood looks so fucking cheap. It's like watered down.
So red, man. Mm-hmm. So they were supposed to do a whole scene where Jason grabs her and lifts her up and then jams his machete through her cooch.
Really?
Like full-on vagina stabbing. Like skewers her.
Yeah.
And they shot it, apparently, because there's photos of it, but I guess apparently they were like, oh, we'll see how these things are going, so we're going to, like, shoot her death.
Yeah. And
they did that crappy, like, here's a wife beater over pillow death.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just really weak, but I guess Danny Steinman would really want to do, like, a gory, raunchy death, and they just
said, nope.
Like, nah, this is never going to work or something. But
here we go. See, look, Jason with Jason Powers.
Look how shitty this is.
I know, this kill is horrible. And I'm falling asleep. Ah. Nobody screams either.
No, nobody ever screams.
Dude.
Nobody ever even makes a face of agony or anything.
I've been watching these movies most of my 31 years of life, and I never once thought, man, nobody screams in this fucking movie until tonight.
Exactly, man. Raging Reckless. This is the only good actor in the movie.
I was just about to say that, actually.
This kid's got talent. But he actually had some real experience, I guess.
Yeah.
Doing dramatic acting.
He's got some actual acting chops.
I used to wear like all colored like jumpsuits like that when I was in the 80s, man. My grandparents would buy them for me.
My grandparents would always just buy me tidy whities.
Yeah, I had my grandparents lived through a depression, so they would buy me, like, for Christmas, there would be these weird, odd-shaped, like, gifts underneath the tree. And, like, without fucking disappointment, there would always be a toothbrush wrapped. A fucking toothbrush, dude.
That's great.
And it was, like, a cheap one, too. It was, like, cheap as Oral-B at the time. But that was, like, to them, that was, like, things of value, like, because they grew up in a depression and stuff, so.
Yeah. Now that I'm an adult, though, I love gifts like that now. Like razors, toothbrushes, things I can actually use.
Especially razors. That shit's expensive, man.
Hell yeah. I think she may scream at this point.
Yeah. She's the only one who does any screaming.
There you go. There's your first scream.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the Debbie Savoy screamed before she got the
that's
shears. Right. So there's your second scream of the flick.
It's like they were trying to make a PG-13 Friday the 13th movie, or something. It's like they didn't want to make it too intense, but it's like
there's more Jason.
I know
Jason powers for fake.
That's a good scream too. That is a classic fucking horror movie scream, dude.
Yep.
I think this is our first time we actually see our imposter Jason on screen.
Yep.
With the fucking mask, and we're an hour and 10 minutes in the movie.
Yep. I never thought about that either. The movie I guess because of Ghost Jason, I didn't really think about it, but
this movie goes by pretty quick. I think that's a testament to how actually good it is.
Yeah, it has good pacing.
Yeah, it's a good movie,
People just don't like it because there's no Jason in it.
I really don't care, man.
Yeah, me neither. I like it. It's unique.
It adds flavor to it adds some bumps in the road in the trilogy, and it's nothing really that egregious. I mean, they were just trying to be inventive with something that's been done a whole bunch of times,
Mm-hmm. I definitely appreciate it. That's for sure.
He's got gum in his mouth.
Still got gum in his mouth.
That scream.
That's
a scream, dude.
The best scream in the whole movie.
The only other scream, in my mind, that ever rivals that scream in a Hollywood movie is Marv from Home Alone when he gets a tarantula on the face. Those two definitely grappling for the top screens in a Hollywood. The biggest bitch scream in a Hollywood movie ever.
Dude, he totally just left the fucking woods.
It's like, fuck that white bitch.
Yeah,
I'm out of here. Fucking out of here,
white people are crazy. I'm fucking getting out of here.
Well, that's great about that is like he actually did something that makes total fucking sense in this situation.
He saw something bad, he ran.
He just fucking booked it, right?
Yep.
Fucking Reggie, man. He's the hero of this movie. Seriously. Mm-hmm. That fall was a real fall, man.
I think I remember reading or seeing
it was a real fall, and he just kept going.
That's good. That's what you get for wearing fucking heels. You can't even run.
I know. This is classic fucking slasher shit, though.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
That would have been a great kill to see.
Yeah. It's so convenient that you ran into him, though. Useless counselor, main counselor, killed.
Yep.
The music is great, by the way.
Oh, the music is good in this movie, man. This is the last of the Mancuso fucking classic music because
is it no
they don't pull it off or they don't really carry it through in 6.
Part 6 I thought had its own thing.
I mean,
didn't it? Part 7 is where they just
7's where I'm thinking.
Yeah, 7's where they just use shit from. But they actually use a lot of Part 5 music in 6.
All right, there you go. Really there you go. Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Yeah, I was thinking of 7. 7's where they move away from Mancusi.
7 and 8.
Not from Manfredini.
Yeah, 7 and 8. There's no Manfredini, and then he comes back in 9.
That's right. Yeah.
In this movie, they changed it to a ta-ta-ta or some shit like that.
Don't fuck with the cha-cha-chas, man.
Yeah. Jason's got some big old Dumbo feet. Or fake Jason, Roy.
Get your ass up.
The standard, I gotta crawl, even though I can get up and run. Retard.
They're building the tension of the scene there.
Yeah. Get your ass up and run.
I mean, in real life, it doesn't make any sense, but if you're going to have a bulldozer bust out, it makes sense to build it up to a moment. Yeah.
Fucking Reggie.
Fucking Reggie.
Hero of the day. And now I'm going to act like a dumbass Friday the 13th character and stand there and let my ass get hit by a
know, right? Dude, if you took a fucking bulldozer to your pelvis, you'd be fucked, dude.
Yeah, see, he's got fucking Jason powers.
You would be so fucked.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
That shit would probably wreck your spine.
Damn right. He would not be getting up. He's got Jason powers, bro.
See, look how close they are. There's something going on.
Yeah, I always thought that was weird because she looks like she's humping him. Watch. Like, see?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. She's going in for a little extra loving, man.
I'm sure Reggie likes that, but... I always thought that was weird.
Why is his hood up? Because he means business.
Yeah.
Going all ghetto on their ass.
Yeah, let's go closer to the fucking... Let's poke him.
She does a good job, though. I think she
really
did.
Does a good job. What the role she was given. I don't even think any of these scenes are the actual Roy guy. I think this is like Tom Morgan and shit.
Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely... Anything behind the mask is definitely stunt guy, for sure. I mean, I don't really think that's a hidden secret or anything. It's really definitely Tom Morgan, like 90% of the time, and then there's like a couple shots where another guy comes in.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, like they either had to add something in or the stunt was maybe too complex or something. Mm-hmm. But
this shot right here, for some reason, is like one of my first memories of a Jason movie. I think I turned the TV on and I saw
that's a great shot right there, you know? Like,
mm-hmm.
like you saw some of my Jason pages that were really kind of influenced by this, you know? My artwork that, you know, where I did a Jason shot was like that barn shot with the busted, fucked up shit or whatever.
Yep.
I mean, you can never go wrong with like Jason in a barn on a rainy night, dude.
Hell no, that's the staple. This music, and I love this shot too, right here. Chainsaw.
Oh yeah. Gotta squeeze some chainsaw into this shit.
Yeah, I always think it's funny how people associate Jason with chainsaws.
Yeah, it's weird they do that because they I think they morph all the fucking
pretty much
the slasher shit together, the main shit, and they just morph it together. But he's never picked up a chainsaw. Thank God.
He had that.
I don't think he ever should.
Buzzsaw in part 7, that circular one.
Oh yeah, the head trimmer thing.
But that's it.
Yeah, and that could have been so much better. They were just trying to get
the deleted scene was awesome. Like it was way more gory.
Yeah.
Part 7 was definitely the worst butchered fucking movie. Oh, your chainsaw's off. You're fucked. You're fucked. What are you gonna do? Oh, I know. I will throw the chainsaw at you. Here comes our hero, Tommy. They try to make you think it's actually Jason here, but it's not. As Tommy's having his flashbacks. I'd have to say this is definitely my least favorite Tommy moment here. Well, I guess it's understandable. Here we go. We got Tommy again. Finally.
I love how he's like not sure if this is a delusion.
Yeah.
Or if it's real, he's confused. He's like, because he's seen so many delusions, and this is actually where it's really good with Tommy, because it's like he's confronting his worst nightmare.
Yep.
Jason's back, right? And the circumstances are perfect for Tommy in this situation. But
yep.
So that's why he lets himself get slashed, because he doesn't really believe it's true,
Yep.
He's like, oh fuck.
Wait a minute, I'm bleeding.
He's like, ain't no pill gonna fix that shit.
Hell no.
Oh man.
Dude, that's right in the fucking one of the main arteries.
He's like, that's too close to my fucking balls.
Yeah.
Way too close to my balls.
If he pulls that shit out, he would have bled out really fucking fast. Go, Tommy, go. I feel like that machete is like bigger than some of the ones in the other movies. It looks huge.
That's something I never really tracked before. I know the machete in the remake was fucking gigantic.
Yeah, that thing was fucking like a sword. They
it
did
was
that
too
because
big.
of Freddy vs. Jason, man. He made it like a sword. It's got like a hilt on it.
Yeah. I don't know. It gets to a point where it's just like, it doesn't need to be that big. No. I guess machete is like his main weapon.
Yeah.
But in the next one, Jason lives.
It's like a normal machete. Like, it's not huge.
If Jason lives, they make it really shiny, though, which is fucking stupid. He's like, pretend dead.
Yeah. That's a good shot.
All these barn shots are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like seeing Jason's eyes behind the mask, or do you rather have it dark?
I don't mind it sometimes, because like
you just can't do it
as long as you can see, like as long as you can tell it's like behind the mask, and there's a little bit of darkness and stuff. I don't mind it too much.
The thing is, like, that one eye is supposed to be like an inch lower than the other one, though.
Yeah. He's fake Jason.
Like how they introduced the rope there, because they're foreshadowing the hanging.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, in some of the movies, though, they put like a black material so you can't see his eyes, but if you look closely, you can still see his stuff.
Well, they did that in Takes Manhattan,
yeah.
where you don't see his eyes at all. And I never liked that. I always think it's better to see a little bit of humanity, a shadow of humanity behind. Like.
I don't mind it if it's the eye there or not there. It's all right. One eye, whatever.
So you think that they devised a plan here? This is a plan. They're like her and Reggie the Reckless. Like they devised a plan of some sort, or not? You think it's all random?
I never felt like that. I always felt like it's shit. I gotta do something.
So it's just like it's playing out real time. Like they didn't plan anything. See, that's the thing though. It's like. I just thought maybe they were like, all right, I'm going to draw him over here, and then you jump off and knock him over.
Maybe they did. I never put that much thought into it.
I know. Fucking Tommy's useless.
Yeah.
It should have been Tommy who did that.
I know.
In terms of like the script and what makes sense. Like they should have had Tommy do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, he does come back right here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He chops his fucking
I always
hand.
do that, man. Yeah. I always forget that he comes back and does that.
I always find it funny, like, when Tommy chops his hand and then the mask randomly just comes off.
Mm.
Look at that shitty blood.
I know.
It's like ketchup.
They're like, we gotta make sure that the audience sees the real killer's face, and how we... Like, it couldn't just pop off when he hits the fucking, the spikes or something?
I know, right? Nope.
He chops the hand off. And then he falls and it just comes off.
Yeah.
I do like him falling on the spikes.
Yeah,
I really do
cool.
like that. But
that's a good death.
What is that thing supposed to be? Is that like a tiller for like?
I don't know.
Like farmland or something?
That's a good question. I have no fucking idea.
I don't really see a lot of spikes laying around.
Maybe it's to put hay on and shit. The hay will stick. I don't fucking know.
Fucking Roy, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it wouldn't have been as offensive if Roy wasn't such a fucking Roy the molester fucking douchebag. Yeah. If he'd been more menacing or something, like.
I guess he was a mask maker too, because he had to have made the the hood.
Yeah, everybody talks about that, dude. Because, like, did he order that shit off TomSavini.com or something?
Where do you get the fucking hockey mask from?
Hockey mask, you can explain away. You'd be like,
yeah.
you know, he ordered one from hockey.com and then
painted it himself or
painted it or something and
made it his own.
But the whole like the hood thing, I mean, that takes some planning, dude.
Yeah.
You know? It takes some creativity, you know?
How much knowledge of Jason can you know back in the 80s when there's no like internet and fucking...
I love these like perfect like fucking high school photo shots.
Oh yeah. I love the picture of Jason in like the news clipping.
Yeah, it's like he just turned and looked at the camera perfectly.
It's a great picture though.
Yeah. Jason's high school fucking prom photo. It's like everybody that encounters Jason dies. So how did they get that photo?
I just rationalize it as like there's a camera that was in the hospital in the fourth one and it got his picture. That's it. That's the only way. Only reasoning I can fucking make.
If they'd been smart, they would have had him like, you know, in part at the beginning of part 4, where he's on the gurney and they go into the hospital or whatever.
Take a picture of him.
Yeah, it would have been like a morgue shot or something like that. That would have made sense. I don't really think they even need to show his picture.
No.
At all. Like, why did they do that?
Are enough.
We all know what Jason looks like. You know? Sure, her acting's decent here. She looks all fucked up, man. You know? She looks like she just went through a gangbang. Gotta go home and reflect on her life and shit.
Well, at least I don't have to deal with crazies anymore. They've all been offed. Her makeup looks good right there.
It's just, it's so weird that I'm like more attracted to her 30 years later than...
She does look a lot better.
She almost looks like one of the Cenobites from fucking Hellraiser. In that weird kinky way. Like, you know, she's old and she's decrepit, but she's still sexy. Her face is all pale and her eyes are all sunken in. She's got like skin of like porcelain skin. It's crazy. So this ending was actually written by John Shepard.
Oh, really?
And he submitted a script that has like dialogue and stuff in it. And Danny Simon was like, well, you haven't talked the whole movie, so we're not going to write you any, like, have you do any lines now. Yeah. But he's like, I like the idea of it. So he took all the lines out and he used his ending, which is like this whole thing where he like has the mask and all that.
I wouldn't mind them putting some dialogue for him. This is probably my favorite part of the whole fucking movie when Jason appears.
Oh, dude, this totally haunted me, man.
Yeah.
It's a very Michael Myers thing, but it definitely haunted me for sure. Like when he picks up the mask. It's just like it's like the final thread was cut. And he finally loses his fucking mind. He's like, all right, Tommy's going to be the new Jason, right?
So do you think that he's hallucinating or do you think Jason is actually haunting him? I always thought that Jason was haunting him. Like,
I don't know.
To come back to dig him up. Look at that. That's so
I
awesome.
know. I like to think that Jason's haunting him. I like to think that Jason's really become a part of him. Yeah. Like Jason became a part of him in part 4.
Yeah.
And he's just been part, like, his dark passenger.
Yep.
Or whatever. And he's always been a part of him. And he's just like, I can't resist anymore. I'm just going to embrace it.
Yep.
You know? But that shot right there, that look in his eye, he's like, fuck it.
Yep. This is it.
He's like, I'm just going to fucking do it, you know? Now that shot, you can barely faintly see eyes in there, man. But it's dark, and I love that, you know?
There's the ta-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it. I'm about to kill motherfuckers.
I love the shot where he, like, opens the drawer up in the mask. Like, how the mask get in there, dude?
I know.
It's like, that's fucking evidence, you know?
I guess he must have
taken it.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking before the paramedics got there.
Pretty
or something.
Much.
It's like that wrinkly cheap shit. It's not even like real like leather straps.
It's elastic. Most of the masks were elastic. I think maybe part 6 was leather. I a couple other ones.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what Tommy threw through the window to bust that window out, man.
I've
Chair or
never
something?
thought that. Probably.
Look at it again. The fucking monsoon outside.
Yeah.
This is a great shot, though.
Yeah.
It was really cool back in the day, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's weird. You have to put it in the perspective of the time that it came out. You know? And like you didn't know what was going to happen next, so it was a really good cliffhanger to end on. You know?
Yeah. I'm just glad they didn't go with it though. We need Jason. We don't need a fake Jason. Another fake Jason.
Well, yeah. I mean, we wouldn't have gotten that great Jason Lives moment, which is like probably, I think, a pinnacle moment, and then the next in the series, the Jason Lives moment where he comes out of the grave and puts a mask on is.
He's back.
That's the shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's the slasher shit.
Yep, that's the movie that sealed my interest in the whole movies.
For real. So, you got any final thoughts on this movie, man?
I like it. It's it's an obscure entry in the series, but if you really look at it, it's got a lot going for it. You got Tommy being haunted by Ghost Jason.
Oh, absolutely.
I like it.
I think I think it gets a bad rap, man. I think it gets a bad rap because it's not really Jason. I think a lot of people...
Yeah, that's the only reason why it gets a bad rap. People
were like, pissed that it wasn't him,
mm-hmm.
or they got misled, but, I mean...
He's still there.
Yeah,
He's just not there.
Exactly. And, I don't know, man. I think the characters were fun.
Yeah.
It could have used a little bit more gore, but the way it was filmed was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many memorable moments in this movie. The music's great. There's some great rock jams in it.
Yeah.
And well, I'm biased because like it was right when I was coming of age.
Mm-hmm.
So I was becoming cognizant of horror at the time. So I just kind of bonded with this movie. But if I have to look at it objectively, I think it's really a solid movie. Like I don't think it deserves the shit on that it gets.
Yeah. When I was younger, I didn't really like it too much, but now that I'm older, I definitely appreciate it way more for what it tried to be.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tagging along with us on this slasher journey. I'm your host, Josh James, and I'm here with my buddy. And you are?
I'm Daniel Donnelly.
Oh, yeah. And we'll see you on the next one, part 6.